What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another session here live for you that we call the setup, where we're going to be here on a day-to-day basis. Make sure you tune in every single day, 8 a.m. EST, for your morning coffee. At the same time, let's look at some beautiful charts today. We have some amazing news coming up, and I hope you're ready to rock and roll. I'm ready. I'm excited. Looking at some new setups here. The V3 is absolutely on fire as well. I'm very excited. We're going to talk about this in a second here. But, you know, guys, as always, let's do a quick roundabout here for the people that came here perfectly on time today. Let's see what we have. Rafal, my man. What's happening, brother? How are you, man? Hope everything is doing great. Darren Lee. Tata Analysis. Shipley, yes. All right. Amazing. Amazing. There we go, guys. Beautiful. Da Bird. How are you doing? Bennett. Bill Jamin. Moo is in the building as well. Get Right. Vaughn. Jean Alfredo, when is the new live stream? People are still asking for the live streams. Sania. Beautiful. Abdul. Keep in mind, we're live right now. We're live right now. Okay, big things coming up today, guys. Let's talk about everything that we currently have to go through in 30 minutes from now. Some major US news coming out. We're going to be live here for you, especially to make sure we cover all of that in a split of a second here. We have the GDP coming out today. Super important news coming along. We have to go over it. We want to see what the outcome is going to be. We're going to see what we're going to do. We might actually execute a position here that could be even better. If that's the case, who knows? Let's see what we have here, okay? So number one, guys, keep in mind GDP growth, quarter over quarter, Q3, okay, 4.9%. Do take that in consideration. That is absolutely crazy, okay? That's a 2.8% increase in regards to the Q2 here. So I'm very curious to see what Q4 will bring, but do take in consideration this is a major incline here for potentially the US economy as well as the dollar. So this could benefit the dollar, okay? If we're going to see a really high number here, the dollar is going to shoot up. I highly think that. We might see some fake out move happening here, but the dollar already has been coming down for the past couple of days here. So I just want you to be aware of the fact that this is currently the case. Okay, the dollar has been coming down. Gold has been absolutely exploding. We're going to talk about gold as well here. Super important. But most importantly, the dollar is where it's currently at, and we're going to see some big moves today here. So, number one, let's talk about the dollar index first of all, okay? We talked about that level that we have to go over that level right now here, guys. We talked about the 102.4, okay? 102.4 is where we're currently at. So we're roughly back at that low here. We said that there is still a possibility that we're going to come down towards this zone. I need to step out a little bit here, but if you guys can see, this particular range right here, we had this particular expansion pullback. We wanted to wait for it to come down towards that next level. We're currently at that next level. So it's actually perfect that we're reaching this particular zone right now before the news comes out, okay? So this is actually a very good sign here. I actually wanted to see a pullback. I wanted to see a reaction right here in that zone. I'd rather have the dollar coming down until big news rather than it already breaking and then you know, the news is coming here. Let's say it broke yesterday, we came up, broke out, and then the news comes out today. The question then will be, are we going to continue? Are we going to drop? Now I think the chance is higher for a potential breakout scenario here. So this is definitely a scenario I'm looking at, and this is not just based, and this is important to mention, this is not just based around a simple trend line here, okay? We're going to come up with a bunch of more confluences why I personally believe that this could be the case here. Number one, is that trend line down? Is that liquidity building? Is the way we have been holding, or when we see that hold back right now, that push back down, all the way down from that higher range at 105.7, coming along back to the 102.4, okay? So the level is completed. This is our target for the dollar. Now the question will be, are we going to hold here and are we going to break out? Is that going to happen today with the GDP? It's another layer, okay? So this is all what we have to look at, okay? Number one, most important level that you need to look at right now, in case, is the 103.314. So what I want you to do is to highlight this particular high. Why this high? Very simple. Okay, this high created this low. Now we want to see this high getting broken right here, potentially break, pull back, potentially holding above this level here. We look for potential continuation purposes. So that high needs to be broken. We need to start creating a higher high. From here, keep in mind that the last time we created a higher high has been a while ago, okay? So you have to take consideration that when that happens and when that eventually occurs here, yeah, well, we have a potential big reaction to it, okay? This could be one of them. So let's see how that goes. But the 103.314 is definitely a level that I'm looking at. That this is where I want to set an alert, okay? Just in case I'm not behind my computer, most likely I will be here. But you never know, okay? Set an alert, you never know. It can never hurt to set alerts, okay? Keep that in mind. Now, next one. In regards to the dollar index as well, we have the 10-year yield. I think this is also an important chart to look at for today, especially when looking at gold here, okay? Keep in mind that the 10-year yield right now is pulling back right at support here at 4.251%. So we are back at support as well here for the 10-year yield right now. If we zoom this in to the 3 daily, you understand where this is coming from, okay? Very important touch points that we have to mention is the following. And I wonder why this is going to be so important for today's session as well, is because of the following. We've seen that input right here, okay? Resistance right here. Number one, resistance right here, now turning that resistance potentially into support in combination, and this is important to mention here, guys, if you zoom in right now on that particular candle, okay, look how weak this particular candle is right here, okay, especially when you look at the top wick. Like these are candles, okay, that potentially can flip and turn around. So if that's the case here, we're gonna see a reaction. It's gonna help stimulate the price of the dollar. It's gonna not help gold. Okay, and this is where I want to go to in a second here. But I do think that we're going to see some sort of rejection for gold in a spill of a second here, but not maybe before another fake out to the upside here, another move to the upside. Yesterday's move was not a fake out, by the way. That was absolutely madness. Okay, we're going to talk about this in a second. But just to conclude this, I do think that there is a slight potential chance that we can hold here and that we can flip this 3 daily candle to the upside here, which can then negatively affect the commodity sector or maybe even the stock market in the very, very short term. Okay, that's just for today. Tomorrow, we leave it with that for now. Okay, next up is then gold. Craziness. Okay, we knew that we wanted to wait for a breakout. We wanted to see some sort of breakout to the upside here. I expected the breakout, anticipated on a move. What I did not anticipate, because I'm not a magician either, is that this move will be 450 pips to the upside, I believe. Something like that. Crazy move to the upside here. 385 pips to the upside in less than 24 hours, okay? A crazy move here. So I expect it to come right around to the 2024, 2025, wait for some consolidation, wait for a fake out to the upside, a flip to the downside. That's how I would have then taken a short position here. Now we're kind of at the same position, however, a little bit higher. So what I want to see here is the same particular concept right now for gold, but for that particular reason we have to zoom out again, okay? Just always want to zoom out, especially after a big move right here, okay? What are we currently doing? Where are we currently at? Well, number one, let's simply look at the daily chart here right now and look at this, okay? So let's clean everything up here, and there we go. I think we could fix this right here. 1 second, guys. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Let's look at this chart. Number one, horizontal level, right at this particular high. This is where we currently are at, okay? Keep in mind, guys, my hand is still fractured, so I wish I was a little bit more, less handicapped for you guys, especially today. But it is what it is, okay? We have this area of resistance right here that we're now facing at the 2050, okay? Simple horizontal support and resistance on the higher time frame is resistance though, okay? So we're right now currently facing resistance from that particular level, okay? The question is, do you want to long at daily resistance, especially of a major top? That's up to you. That's personally not what I'm personally looking for, okay? When I see a reaction into a major daily level of a major top, of a particular swing point, right? We have this swing high right here, number one, and this swing low right there, number two, and it's reaching that swing point of the highs here. I am not interested in buying gold right now at this particular moment, okay? Up to you if you want to buy gold, okay? But I do believe personally that when The treasuries right now are a support right here, okay, on the 3 daily chart with a weak top wick. That's number one. The dollar index right now bouncing to that level that we're looking at, 102.4, which is a very nice confluence I was looking at earlier. Potential breakout, liquidity building, potential scenario where we could go and expand. That or all these confluences coming together with then gold being at a daily resistance, for me gives me a little bit more of a signal that I should be careful with long in gold, even though we might have seen already a bullish reaction here. You should also think about the following, okay? Yesterday, yes, we had the consumer confidence, okay, beautiful. However, that news came out positive for the dollar, okay? Yet gold went through the roof, okay? Now we have the GDP coming along here, which is going to be even more important. So when you add on these confluences right there, coming together, they have to think about, okay, from a technical standpoint, gold right now is in resistance on the daily. The treasury right now on the higher time frame is in support. The dollar index has a big amount of liquidity build up to the upside right here, okay? But at the same time, that move that happened yesterday was already a move to the upside of 350 pips, okay? So do I want to now long gold here while that move happened, while everything is in support? That's negatively correlated with the gold. For me personally, this is not what I'm looking for, okay? So at this particular moment, guys, I am still looking for potential short entries right here. I hope for another move to the upside for gold. What I think could happen is one more move to the upside right here, as always trying to fake us out here, flipping, creating some sort of double top, looking for short potential opportunities, targeting the lows right here back towards the 2000 and let's say first of all 2013, which is probably going to be the point of control of this particular range, okay? This is personally what I'm looking for, which is going to be a 2013 right here. All that makes sense for gold. I want to see gold coming up, coming down. This is where I'm going to potentially enter a gold position, gold short right here, based upon all these confluences and pretty much what I just explained from, you know, that perspective, okay? So that's gold for now. We're going to see it in a second regardless. We have 50 more minutes left till the news here. Hopefully we're going to see gold moving a little bit before the news comes out. This could help us with another confluence right here. So what do I want to see, guys? And this is super crucial. I want to see gold right now moving up before the news. Will give me extra confidence, okay? We have seen it many times before when big news is coming along that we usually get led into the wrong direction a couple minutes before the actual news comes out. So when you have all these confluences that I just discussed, plus then potentially gold moving up before the news actually happens, even more bearish for gold for me personally, looking for a short entry right there, okay? That's my personal opinion. If we break out and we close above here and we keep going up, it is what it is. It's all probability here. No magician, that's how the game works. Okay, next up, oil. Very important for oil, man. Wow. We did came down, okay? I wanted price to come down a little bit more. We did not. We started to accumulate here at that particular range. Eventually, we decided to break out of that range here. Took a little long position here for oil back at the 77 bucks, okay? That's what I was personally looking for, $77 for oil. Right now, as you guys can see, little short position right here, long position for oil right now at this particular moment. But what's most important right now is that I want to see it coming up all the way here, because I think that oil is preparing for a major expansion, okay? We saw that move here one more time. I was already bullish here, should have held my position, not added on, because I got stopped out on break even. Now I'm in a little bit of a tighter position right here at $77. Still waiting for it to expand more, but I like that, you know, consolidation here, that expansion, that consolidation, that expansion, breaking the previous high. So I'm remaining bullish on oil for now. And I'm actually starting to look for another add-on here, especially if we pull back one more time towards the 77.297, hold here, show us some demand, okay? Not just enter radically, no, show us some volume, show us some demand, show us some support, and then I will enter another position for oil based upon the volume, okay? The demand, the support, the bottom wicks, all that closure that we're gonna see on the 1 hour chart here. Why? Because I want to see gold or I want to see oil coming back up towards around the 80 bucks first and coming along to the 90 eventually here. So we have time to be patient for oil. before executing and scaling our position right here. Okay, great lesson for me. Also, another opportunity coming along here for oil. I do see that a pullback reaction could be something very, very interesting here. Okay, very beautiful. Guys, next up, the yen basket. We have 10 more minutes left until the news here. So I want to go back to gold. I want to go back to the dollar when it happens. So be aware of the fact that we are nearing the news here. But the yen basket right now, okay, is indeed coming up. All right, that's what we wanted to see. We were looking at a move for the yen to the upside here. We came up here. We had a question about it yesterday. Yes, we did break out back towards the upside right here. It showed us enough demand right here. Look at the way we got supported, the way we broke out and closed above it, and we continued back towards the upside right here. So congratulations if you took another trade here. We talked about the trade for the euro Japanese yen. Again, yesterday on the show, we said when it came back right here, I think this was around 8 a.m. EST. There we go, that was right. 8 a.m. EST, when we had the show, we were right at that level. We said this could be another short position right here. We pull back another short entry, potentially coming along towards this particular range, okay? If you want to confirm it, check the show from yesterday. Highly recommend you. Always dropping some bombs right here. So look at this particular low, this particular range. We're now back at this particular range right here, okay? Very important stuff. We came back towards that range right now. We're seeing an expansion to the upside. We're now pulling back internally towards that particular level right here. So let's take this towards the 50-minute, okay? And let's go back to the Japanese yen basket. What I want to see is the following, and I think this is important for you also. I still think there is a chance that the yen will potentially try at least to push us back up here, but I think there is a bigger chance we're going to come down first, okay? I think we're going to retest one more time this particular high at 6,000, low, sorry, at 6,602, okay? So what I want to see one more time is a pullback towards that level. I want to see some consolidation here again, okay? And I want to see some internal market structure showing us a push up to the upside right here for further continuation back towards the 6,757, okay? Very on point with the yen basket lately. Very, very on point. The yen is very easy to trade as well. Highly recommend you to do it. Had some amazing profits lately with the yen pairs. I don't know why, but the yen is just doing what it's supposed to do, okay? Back towards the 6,757 here, looking very, very good. So when you're then looking at the currency basket, okay, look what has changed. This is important to mention right now over the last week, okay? Australian dollar opened extremely strong, now starting to slow down, okay? I think this is an important one to mention here. So yesterday it was very good. Monday, very strong. Wednesday, opposite, okay? Good sign. Keep a very close eye on the Australian dollar pairs. I want you to understand the contrast between big and strong. You always are looking for the extremes. The Australian dollar right now turned from being a strong currency to a weaker currency. This is all based on the current baskets of every single pair, okay? Therefore, you see a big difference right now. So Australian dollar against the yen, imagine, could potentially be interesting to look at. You know, all these different pairs are interesting. The dollar, okay, and this is where I want to go to here. The dollar is starting to increase in strength right now. We saw it being always around the 2-3 lines right here, right now. We're already coming up halfway here. So we might be increasing in strength overall here. Same as the British pound as well. So both of them are flipping. Australian dollar is the one that changed radically over the course of the last 2 days here. So I want you to be aware of that. Use the currency strength meter to see what happened, what the difference is between yesterday and then after every single daily closure. You can evaluate and see if you might see a change in strength, okay? Could be another one. I always like to use it personally. Gives me, you know, some good vibes right there, all right? Happens a lot. Let's see what the chat is saying. We have 8 more minutes left for the news, guys. Looking forward. Very, very beautiful here. Abhishek, man, you're an absolute legend. Doing great stuff here in the V3 right now. Absolutely amazing here. Anything else? There we go. Look at that. This is what we wanted to see, guys. Beautiful. We wanted to see gold pushing up, okay? Push up before the news. This is a good sign. This is what we want, okay? We wanted to see gold pushing up here to the 2050 before the news, okay? The more we push up now, the more bearish I will become when the news actually occurs here. very curious to see what is going on. Okay, any other questions here? We have around 8 more minutes left, so this is your moment. Let's make it happen here. Smash up that like button if you're new here. Make sure you hit the notification bell, you subscribe button as well here. We are projecting, we're giving you the best possible setups on a day-to-day basis here. It literally takes you 20 minutes to watch this stuff. And you should be a little bit wiser than you were before based upon your own analysis as well. Combine your analysis with my analysis. Maybe it creates a little bit more perspective whatsoever. And we're kind of nailing some setups on a day-to-day basis here as well here. So worth a like, worth a subscribe here, and you know, I'm here for you on a day-to-day basis, regardless if you like it or not. Okay. Rohit says, how are you? I'm doing great. Thank you, brother. Lorenzo, is SMC legit? I personally believe so, but I think that it's not the strategy. I personally believe it's more about the person behind the strategy and about the perspective you have of the market here. I think a combination of different strategies can be sometimes even better, but you have to start somewhere. So I do believe that anything is possible as long as you put your mind to it. And I personally believe that SMC is legit, but it depends on the person who's using it. When are you opening the V3 membership? When are we going to open the V3 membership? I think it's going to take a couple days, correct? Couple days, we're going to open up here, all right? We have been closed for around 6 weeks right now. We're going to open very, very soon. 5 more minutes till the news, okay? 5 more minutes till the news. If you want to know what I talked about for gold here for today, go a little bit back into the section here, into the video, because we talked about it for around 20 minutes here, or 15 minutes. Very, very important here. Okay. Last up is Bitcoin. People talk about it, and then we have the news. We go back to gold right away. Okay. So number one, Bitcoin is breaking out. Bitcoin is pushing us. People were extremely bearish. Is Bitcoin going to collapse? Is Bitcoin going to come down right now? No, like we said before, the weekly candle was not strong enough, right? We wanted to see a stronger weekly candle to the upside. So people started to enter short positions here. What happened was we flipped it again, bullish. There we go. The candle was not strong enough. So now we're flipping bullish again. Now everyone is thinking that Bitcoin is going to go to the $48,000 and you know, beyond right here. Thinking in extremes. Well, I personally believe this. Okay, this is my theory about Bitcoin. I think we're going to come up towards roughly the 40,000. We're pushing up a little bit more, okay? 39, 40, roughly around this level. This, by the way, the point of control of this particular range could have something to do with it, okay? The tether dominance is the counter chart here. So if we look at the Euro USD and the dollar index, we look at the Bitcoin chart and the tether dominance, okay? That's how the correlations are affecting. If tether comes up, usually Bitcoin comes down, and the other way around here, okay? So what I want you to highlight and see is that we're pushing back down towards the 6% with the tether dominance, coming back to this strong area of the month on the 3 daily chart. If we get there, we need to know where Bitcoin is at. It could be 39, it could be 40, 41, whatever the case may be. The moment we get there, I think that that's the moment where we could see a potential turnaround for Bitcoin, liquidating wherever we need to liquidate to the upside to then flip and turn around here. So I'm still extremely bullish in the short term, bearish in the midterm, and then bullish in the long term, okay? For the Bitcoin volatility index here, we look at this particular chart here, guys, 4 minutes till the news, so we have time. And now fear, I am aware, we're gonna head back to gold in a second. Volatility index failed to break highs, okay? What do I mean with that? Well, the volatility of Bitcoin was very low, very boring, all right? Altcoins have been outperforming Bitcoin right here. You could currently see that Bitcoin overall has not been moving a lot over the last week, okay? So what's happening? We failed to break highs, failed to break highs, failed to break the high, failed to break the high. It seems that we're looking to potentially break the high. If we do break this high at 2.27, we might see a massive expansion. Based upon that expansion, we might see some serious volatility coming in for Bitcoin here. So I give it maximum 2 more days for a climax here for Bitcoin, all right? 2 more days. This week, we're going to see breakout, either up or down for Bitcoin. My theory is up, then down, okay? Let's get back to gold, guys. We have 1 more minute left, so 2 more minutes left right now. I think it's great. If you are no news trader, just be careful. You know how it goes, okay? with the live streams and stuff, we won sometimes some very big trades. Sometimes we wrecked ourselves. That's all part of news, okay? Anything can happen. What I'm trying to do always is bring more confluences together and just trying to understand and give me enough perspective. But even that, you can never predict any outcome here, especially when it's news related. We have not the ultimate insights right there, okay? So, 1 more minute left. Let's make it happen, guys. What do you guys think in the chat? Let me know right now. Gold up or down? I want to see your opinion here. Or up, then down, or down, then up. Very, very curious to see. We're gonna head into the GDP in a second here, guys. I'm very excited, actually. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be an interesting one here. How is the dollar gonna react? Also very curious to see that. Woo. 1 more minute. Let's make it happen. Let's see what you guys are saying here. And yeah, let's keep a close eye on gold right now at the moment, okay? Show us what you got. I think up, then down. But who knows? Who knows what we're going to see today, okay? MBD Skateboarding says pump and dump. Abby says up and down. Abdul says down. Scabio says up to all-time high. 2100. Shai, the forex trader, says up, then down. Bill Jameen says up, then down. A lot of you guys say up, then down. Some of you guys say up. Vicky says, strap in with those stop losses, guys. Remember, 200 pips can come from nowhere. We saw it yesterday. 380 pips to be exact. Crazy, crazy stuff here currently happening. Okay, yeah, we're gonna see literally in a second here. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Let's zoom in. And let's see what's gonna happen, guys. Almost there, almost there. GDP coming along right now. Super important stuff for the economy here. 4.9% is a major big increase right there, man. I have to say, anything below that could be turning out negative as well. We're going to see it right now coming along. There we go. What is gold doing? Let's see how we move. We're moving down. Gold is moving. Gold is moving. All right. 10-year yield. There we go. Pushing us a little bit. Dollar pushing us a little bit here. I expected a little bit more of a move here, guys. Let's be honest here. This is peanuts. This is peanuts. Where is the volatility? Let's give it, let's see, 1 or 2 more minutes. Welcome to forex trading. Oh no, wait, this is gold. This is gold, obviously. Let's see. Outcome, 5.2% here, okay, for the GBP. Has to affect bullish for the dollar. I do believe that this should be or cause some sort of reaction later on. Crazy that the dollar is not reacting to this news here of 5.2%. That is 3.1% higher than the previous quarter. Significant, okay? Significant, creates more demand for that particular currency for all kinds of different reasons, national and international, based upon these numbers right here. Crazy, crazy stuff, okay? Seems to be crazy overall. Gold right now, holding up, pushing down first, now pushing back up a little bit. Too less volatility in my opinion. Okay? Not too crazy at all, in my opinion. Let's look at the yen basket. I want to see the yen. Yen is not really reacting to it as well here. Okay, Bitcoin, not really reacting to it. 10-year yield. Nothing spectacular, guys. Okay, so what's going to happen right now is the following. We're going to wait 1 hour here, okay? New York Stock Exchange will open up. We might see more of a climax coming along here because the GDP data comes out before the stock market opens up here. This could have an effect and more impact on the charts right here, better than at least what we're currently seeing. Yeah, crazy stuff here, guys. All right, smash up the like button here. Smash up the like button for the volatility, please. That's how it goes, okay? Rohit says, show your portfolio. Get into our Discord and you know, or look at some previous live streams. Even says, yes, win. There we go. Okay. Glazer says something fishy is about to happen. I completely agree. I think that we're going to see something very, very interesting happening in a second here. Okay. that's it. Any other setups right now, give me a moment here. Let's do it. We're gonna head into the Discord in a second. So I want to do at least 1 or 2 charts right now for you here on the spot, okay? Without homework or without some pre-analysis here. Throw me some charts, we can talk about it. So you know exactly what we can do here, okay? New York Stock Exchange will open up in an hour. So we might see something interesting here, okay? Shout out to you, Ballin. Beautiful. Okay. EJ. Yeah, we talked about EJ already, right? So 1 for EJ, we want to see it pushing down a little bit right now. We have been building up here. I do believe that we could see some more continuation to the downside. I think everything that we're doing right now here is just literally building up the liquidity for that 1 more move here, but not before we push potentially up towards that range. I think we're going to test this range first. So again, what we want to see is 1 more correlation, okay? We want to see this particular range right here. Number 1, consolidation, expansion, retracement, building sell-side liquidity in the retracement, following by continuation to the downside here. So 1 more time, I want to see this particular range, consolidation right there, that expansion, retracement, building that sell-side liquidity, followed by a continuation to the downside. That's what I'm aiming for. And the reason why this could make sense is because of the yen basket potentially pulling back down, holding up here, potentially creating a bounce from that 6,602 level, followed by a continuation to the 6,757. I do believe that this could be the theory where we then look for potential shorts when we're back at that level right here, building more and more sell side to the downside here to look for further continuation. Overall, of course, then in this case as well, trading with the overall trend. I think this is very important to highlight as well here, that we're trading still down with the trend only by following certain metrics, variables such as the correlations, the yen basket, that consolidation, expansion, retracement, that manipulation that you see, and the way we're executing and taking out the liquidity here. The moment we're coming back towards these highs here, which I think is super clean, okay? Super clean range. We have done it before. We created a lower low. I think it's also important to mention that lower low, now potentially a lower high scenario, followed by a reaction. That's what I'm trading here. We had 2 winning trades in a row for the yen, a euro against the yen. Last week we had 2 winning trades in a row. What I want to see right now is that final squeeze before I'm going to enter potentially a new position here, okay? Gold at this particular moment is coming down slightly here, but we have to wait here for the New York Stock Exchange to open up, okay? So what I'm going to do, guys, quickly, I'm going to head right now into our beautiful Discord right here. We have roughly, I think, around 100 people right now waiting in our community, in our Discord right here, entering shortly. All of us, the live streams right here. We have 4 or 5 guys streaming at this particular moment here, okay? I'm going to head in there, probably going to stream as well. I want to see what happens when the stock exchange opens up. So within an hour from now, I'm going to be there live, going to be there trading. We have now Abi Kush doing his thing right here. Very, very beautiful, okay? Absolutely amazing. Gratis Blaze, big shout out to you, Gratis Blaze, okay? And that's how beautiful it is in our Discord, okay, that multiple people can stream at the same time. So it's no longer just me trading, it's me trading plus 4 or 5 other people trading at the same time. And you can switch around and wait for them to take action, look for the setups, and that's how we want to do it, with multiple angles, multiple perspective, and a lot of discussion along the way. So we're going to open soon. We're closed right now for new members, but we're going to open shortly here in a couple days from now, all right? Guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you guys liked it here. Live execution. Live news execution here. Okay, unfortunately, not that much volatility, but we're going to be back tomorrow regardless. And Friday, we have another news day ahead of us here. So let's do a big shout out to Mete, Dan, absolutely amazing, Mob. Take care, guys. See you tomorrow, 8 a.m. EST. Be there. More setups incoming. All right? Have a nice day. See you there. The V3. Ciao.